and Assalamualaikum. My name is NADIA binti Muhammad ARIS. My metric number is H2182138. First part in this slide is about data arrangement. As question given, we need to choose more than 40 random number from appendix. From that number, we construct the frequency distribution. There are 5 steps to construct the frequency distribution. The first step is decide the number of classes, which is known as K, by using the formula 2 power of K more than N. Since N equal to 45, so our K is equal to 6, because 2 power of 6 is equal 64, which more than 45. For the second step is determine the class interval or weight, using the formula which maximum number minus minimum number, divide by number of classes, and we get our class weight equal to 13. Next, third step, set the individual class limit. We use minimum number from data for the lower limit in the first class, which is 2.5. For the lower limit of the next class, we plus the lower limit from the first class, which is 3, with class weight 13, and we get 15. And there will be the same thing for the remaining classes. For the upper limit, we minus the lower limit of the second class with 0.5. We get 15 for the upper limit first class. And that will be the same for the next class until class 7. For the third class, make a tally mark for each data in the appropriate class, like the table shown in the slide. And we can know the frequency for that class from the number of tally mark that we count before. So, this is the last step to get the full data for frequency distribution. Next, we go to relative frequency distribution. For this relative frequency, we get by divide the frequency of each classes with the total number of frequency. After that, we sum up the value that we count from relative frequency, and it will be equal to 1. This slide is show the cumulative frequency distribution. To get this cumulative value, we need to plus the current frequency with the previous frequency. For graphical method, we use histogram. For plot the number, we need to use midpoint. To calculate it, we need to plus the upper boundaries with lower boundaries, and the answer divide with 2. So, the horizontal scale is for midpoint and vertical scale for frequency. For the second graphic, we use OGIF. The previous slide will already count the midpoint and cumulative frequency, so that we use cumulative frequency and midpoint for plot the graph. The axis Y is cumulative frequency, while axis X is for midpoint.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SITI NURAISAH binti ZULKIFELI. My metric number is H2182679. I will continue the presentation, which is measure of central tendency. The first one is about mean. Mean is the sum of data entries divided by the number of entries. Formula of mean that being provided in this slide is x equal to the sigma sum and bracket fx divided by n. As you can see, this is the table of mean. By using the formula that given, you can find the answer of mean. The solution is x equal to the sigma sum in the bracket fx divided by n. So, the mean of labour force by age group in Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur is 28.36 years old. Now, we proceed to median. Median is the median value of a set of number. This slide will provide the formula of median, which is Lm plus bracket and divided by 2 minus the sigma sum Fm minus 1 divided Fm close bracket multiply C. We should follow the step to get the solution of the median. By using the formula, we are doing the calculation, which is 50.5 plus open bracket 45 divided 2 minus 12 divided 7 bracket multiply bracket 28.5 minus 50.5. The last answer is 25.77. Now, we proceed to mode. To find the solution of mode, we should follow the step. The formula of mode is Lm plus bracket Q1 minus Qo divided bracket Q1 minus Qo plus bracket Qo minus Q1 bracket multiply C. We are doing the calculation, which is 2.5 plus bracket 17 divide 70 plus 10 bracket multiply bracket 50.5 minus 2.5 bracket, and the answer is 10.69. So the highest old of labour force by the age group in Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur spent during the most recent session is 10.69 years old.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Afiqah binti KAMSOL and my metric number is H2182541. For my part, I will explain about the measures of variation. First, the formula of sample variance is S square equal to 1 divided by the number of sample minus 1 in bracket fx square minus in bracket fx square divided by the number of the sample. So, if we take a look at the example given, S square equal to 1 divided 45 minus 1 in bracket 54982 minus in bracket 1276 square divided 45. And then, after we calculate all the number, we got 427.28. After sample variance, we must find the standard deviation. The formula of standard deviation is S equals to square root S square. After that, we have to add sample variance answer, which is 427.28, and add square for it, and we will get 20.67, for the answer. Therefore, the sample variance is about 4 to 7.28 and the sample of standard deviation is about 0.67.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURAISAH binti AHMAD. My matrix number is H2182581. A measure of position is a method by which the position that a particular data value has within a given data set can be identified. As with other types of measures, there is more than one approach to defining such a measure. To determine the measurement of position, the data must be sorted from the lowest to the highest. The solution is Q1 equals N per 4 equals 45 per 4 equals 11.25. So class interval is 3 until 15. Q3 equals 3n per 4 equals 3 multiple 45 divide 4 equals 33.75. Class interval 29.41. Q1 equals LQ, upper boundaries, plus n per 4 divide FQ, frequency after, multiple C, class width, equals 15.5 plus 11.25 minus 17 divide 7 multiple 15.5 minus 2.5 equals 15.5 plus negative 5.75 divide 7 multiple 13 equals 15.5 plus negative 0.82 multiple 13 equals 15.5 minus 10.66 equals 4.84. Q3 equals LQ plus 3n per 4 minus F, frequency, divide FQ multiple C equals 41.15 plus 33.75 minus 13 divide 2 multiple 41.5 minus 28.5 equals 41.5 plus 20.75 divide 2 multiple 13 equals 41.5 plus 10.38 multiple 13 equals 41.5 plus 134.94 equals 176.44. Interquartile range equals Q3 minus Q1 equals 176.44 minus 4.84 equals 171.60. Therefore, the range of labor force by each group in Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur is 171.60 years old.
Shape of data distribution. In this part, we use the measure of central tendency data which consists mean, median and mode that will already count. As we can see the graphic in the slide, the number of mean is biggest than median, followed by median which bigger than mode. We can construct a shape of data distribution which is Q to the right.
Assalamualaikum madam, my name is Nurul NABILAH binti SUPI. My number matrix H2182603. In part B, contain several sections involving sections such as non-dependent variables, linear variables, person collection, interpretation of interpretation section of reduction equation, and also involves several computation, but they will be explained shortly. The first thing I want to explain is the part which involves the collection of person. Before that, I went to explain the definition of person. Collection is known as the person are a statistical test which measure the standard between the dependent variable and the non-dependent variable between the relationship. This study was done to look between two variables and to explain the calculation of the value of the collection coefficient to know how strong the relation between the two variables is. For the study taken in this assignment, the independent variables is head office lesson and the independent commercial is brand lesson. For scheduler rates, two head office lesson and brand lesson are among them. At person collection coefficient, N is number of abbreviation, sum of XY, sum of the product X and Y, sum of X various, sum of square of various of variables X. Sum of X various is square of the sum of the various of variable x. So this answer, sum of x is 341, and the overall answer 106,281. Sum of y, this answer 367, and the overall answer 134,689. Sum of x various, the answer 9,163. Sum of y various, the answer 14,323. And last, sum of xy, and the answer is 2,623. And the manual calculate person collection answer is R, and sum of xy minus of x sum of y divided by and sum of x values minus sum of x and sum of y values minus sum of y values. Collection 33 in bracket 2,623 minus in bracket 304 recovered 1 in bracket 367 divided by 33 in bracket 9,163 minus 116,281 in bracket 133 in bracket 14,323 minus 134,618 close bracket. Collection is 18,515 9 minus 125,147 divided in bracket 118,998 in bracket 337,970. Collection negative 38,508 divided by C2 8955,41060. Collection minus 38,518 divided by 25,789.183. Collection 0.15. Collection values 0.15 values. And the answer is collection 0.02. Art values 0.02 means that 2 of the total variation in brands lesson can be explained by head office lesson using the variation line.
Hello and hi everyone, my name is NURAISAH binti MOHAMAD. My metric number is H2182582. Today I would like to present about part B, which is simple linear regression. In this part, we use formula y equal b0 plus b1x. Then the total we get is y equal 13.2a minus 0.21x. B0 for every 1 lesson tourism decrease in the S, the lesson tourism decrease about 0.21. B1 when the number of the lesson tourism is 0, the lesson tourism are 13.29.